Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. They go play action here on first down. And he finds Corey Davis. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Shut down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, Mariota. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick some.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Wesley Woodyard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Throwing is Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And Davis with it left side. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Taylor. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Shotgun now for Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver Westbrook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. Do you know what else you're looking for?
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcel Darius busting through to get him for a loss of 6. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go play action. Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Play fake. Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now on second down. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Lou. Play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Mariota rolling to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Mariota to throw it. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And shutting him off, now open field. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ty Montgomery, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Molden in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. And in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Mariota. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
11B.
To throw, it's Bortles. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Lucy. Hank.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
380. 380. Here we go.
On third down, they go Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Mariota on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep it on. Offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A final shot before half for Bortles. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Uses the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Trick punt.
Here's Bortles to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 46. On play action, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position. There, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Three.
Throwing is Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action. Now Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 65 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back. And it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
The credit to deep. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Cyrus Jones picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mariota. Now he's going the other way. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Play fake. Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Montgomery. And power running here down to the the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ty Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tied? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Now he goes spin. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Buying time to his left. Looking long for Westbrook. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third down, that's Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
On the ground with a tight end across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Now this time Bortles will throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Bortles. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now T.J. Yeldon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lewis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. One last shot now from Mariota. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.